Morning, brothers, and today's briefing. I just finished the gym and I've made a couple of videos now and I'm on my way to work. I've just finished in the gym and I want to talk about, look, I don't want to be this negative person about fitness and trying to slag other fitness methods off. I think what I want to talk about is, look, it's okay to criticize, it's okay to question, but at the same time, everyone's on their own journey, everyone's got their own path, and yeah, that's okay too, that's cool too. From my perspective, look, there's three things, and you probably can't, you need to be really clear as to what you want from fitness, exercise, gym, etc. Now, the three things really are, do you want performance? That's a good question. You know, is that what it's about? You know, like whether it's high rocks or something like that. Do you want aesthetics? Is that the most important thing to you? You know, or do you want health? Is that the most important thing to you? And some people will say you can have all three, but you know, in this sort of movie star body transformations space, this MBT space, you have to think, like, the stars don't stay there for too long. And the reason they don't stay there for too long is because they are mainly going for aesthetics, which means they are on a super tight restricted diet and a bespoke training program for them to look a certain way 99% of the time. To give you an example, like in the boys in the 300, yeah, you had this Jim Jones, and I'm a big fan, real big fan of Jim Jones and all the rest of it. But King Leonidas didn't do what they did. Yeah, what he did was, he went to a different PT, he went and did a bro split, he got as big and as jacked as possible, and dialed his diet in that way. See, what you had is these guys who were kind of ripped and gnarled and athletic looking because they were soldiers. But the king, he looked different. He was 20-30 pounds heavier than them and gave you a different look completely on film. And the reason for that is he wanted to look alpha, like there was some genetic difference between them and him, the chosen one, the Greek, you know, the Greek god, for want of a better word. So for me, it's all about aesthetics, and I don't really care about anything else. And what I mean by that is, I'll give you a really good example. I was on SWAT for a long time, and I was always into the gym, and I ran a CrossFit box for 3 years. So, you know, constantly varied functional movements across broad times and modal domains. I still know all that stuff, and I still get it. But when I was on SWAT, we had two gyms. We had one gym full of weights, benches, squat racks, mirrors everywhere. And then I built another gym, got the funding, got all really good stuff, professional stuff, bumper plates, Olympic bars, rigs, ropes, you know, plyo boxes, a timer. Looked great, you know, big sayings on the wall, you know, make this your best hour, fucking blah, 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 all that shit. And you know what? No one used it. No one ever fucking used it because the juice wasn't worth the squeeze. And what you found was guys really didn't care about fitness that much, unless it was, you know, 4 weeks after Christmas and they'd put on too much weight and they were like, oh, I need to shed a few pounds, which is totally wrong. But then they'd go in and try and kill themselves once a week in the CrossFit gym. But it was such a good gym, I could have affiliated it. Like, it was a proper box, because I ran my own box for 3 years. Owned and ran my own box for 3 years. And all I'll tell you is, you will get fit enough just lifting weights, just doing bro splits. Because what are you trying to get fit for? If you're trying to get fit for a specific thing being like, I don't know, high rocks or running a marathon or, you know, you want to do one of those obstacle course things, great. Maybe you need to do a bit more than just bro splits. But otherwise, the juice just isn't worth the squeeze for me. I can get a better look and a better result paying more attention to my diet than the hour I'm working out in. And that's something you need to consider. And I think we underestimate aesthetics. And we don't realize it, but all the guys on YouTube that you know, the fucking programs that you buy, everything that you get is because of the look. You know, I remember, like, you know, signing up to Jim Jones and fucking, Rich Froning programs and Jason Khalipa and fucking all that shit. And I was like, I'm broken after 6 weeks. I can't do it. And so I was like, what's the story there? Like, I don't look like them. And actually what I was trying to do is trying to look like them. I don't care about snatches or clean and jerks or fucking how fast I can row. Actually, I want to look like them. And what you realize is you'll never look like them. And that ain't genetics. And that's all I'll say about that. Look, if we go back to the superheroes and the Greek gods and everything else, it's all about aesthetics. I used to be into like superheroes, like the comic books, not Hugh Jackman, but like the real Wolverine and, you know, Batman and Daredevil. And what you realize is they're all on drugs. Those superheroes, you would never be able to attain that type of physique and that type of athleticism without drugs. You couldn't do it. I didn't know that. Like, I didn't know that at the time. I remember eating so much that I made myself sick. You know, it was all about calories and, you know, protein shakes and weight gainers and fucking, it was never ending. And I never got there. Never ever got there. And then you'd see these dudes that went from like zero effort, almost zero. Like, they just weren't that working out as hard as me. But they took gear and they would fucking transform like the Incredible Hulk overnight. And you realize, oh, okay, I'm comparing apples and oranges here. And people are like, you know, oh, it really doesn't make that much difference. It fucking does. All you gotta do is look at the UFC. When USADA came to town, who left? Who fucking retired? A glut of them. All fucking army dudes, all fucking, you know, alpha dudes. They all fucking sacked it off and said, oh no, my time has come, time to retire. Have a think. Guys, all I say to you is, if there's money involved, people will not be honest with you. They fucking won't. They'll always be scared that it'll hurt their bank balance, and they'll always be scared that, you know, oof, you know, I can't really be truthful. I went to a fucking Lee Haney seminar, you know, and the you know, everyone was asking all these fucking questions, and someone goes, what about steroids? Do you believe in taking steroids? No, don't need it. Like, what? Don't need to. This was like 20 odd years ago. No, steroids are bad for you. You know, good genetics, clean living. And everyone's like, but in the back of everyone's fucking mind, they're like, that's not true. It can't be. I'm doing everything you tell me to do, man. I'm living this fucking life you say you're living. And I can't get anywhere fucking near you. So, look, don't compare your journey to anyone else. Fuck everyone else. You do you, and decide what you want. And if you want to be fit and healthy, maybe healthy more than fit, then eat clean, go to the gym 4 times a week, move some shit, and you'll be pretty healthy. That's it. If you want to get fit for something specific, okay, decide what that is and get a program that excels in that direction for you. You know, and you're going to get these guys. I can run a marathon and they're fucking jacked. Running marathons, swimming around the country. They're all on drugs. They're all taking something. And guys, it's fucking apples and oranges. it's not what you think. I promise you. Like when a fucking dude walks into your CrossFit box and he's 84 kilos doing fucking handstands, walking up and down the gym floor, he's fucking jacked, and then goes, how dare you say I'm on drugs? Fuck off. How dare you say I'm on drugs, because that will affect the lies I tell people, and that will affect all the PTing I'm doing, the CrossFit programming I'm doing, lying to people, saying if you do this, you can look like me. That's really what they're saying. You can look like me. Well, you can. You remember, it's the superhero, it's the comic book, it's the myth. It is just a story. The truth is, you can't. Don't get me wrong, I'm not anti-drugs. I'm not. TRT, go do it. And beyond PEDs, I don't care. Just maybe don't sell it that way, like don't give it off this whole like just be positive and like I'm in good shape for my age, I'm fit, I'm healthy, but like I can't get there. Maybe I can get leaner and look pretty good like the movie guys. A lot of it's leanness, not muscle mass. It's leanness and being pumped for that scene. We can all do that. I think we can get there. We can attain that, shredding down, getting that look, staying there, anywhere between 12 and maybe 9%, 10% body fat. We can maintain that 100%. But guys, the comic books for us, we just can't get there unless you do things maybe that's against your moral compass a little bit. So that's all I want to talk about. Look, if you want to do your thing and educate yourself, don't believe everyone. There's no cookie cutter approach to this. Don't underestimate diet, guys. Do not fucking underestimate your diet. Hit your protein numbers, limit your carbs. If you need to fast, if you're not hungry in the mornings, then fuck breakfast off. Skip it. It's all about calories in, calories out. It almost doesn't matter what you do in the gym. Like today I did chest and triceps. I benched, then I did some fucking French press, skull crushers, some dips, some triceps push downs, because I'm a bit conscious my triceps are a bit weak. That's it. Stretched, hung on the bar, stretched for a couple minutes. I'm done. I'm on my way to work. Okay, so I don't want this to be a negative space, but I get really, really fucking frustrated when, it's gonna be difficult for you naturally to look your best, and on top of that, stay there for too long. But really what help you is, one, what's the mission? The mission for us is, for me, is to look my best. The fitness, yeah, I'll be fit enough, I think. I can still hustle, I'm still hard to kill, all that shit, grand. But for everything else, what you need to understand is I don't need to do performance anymore. I'm not looking to fucking run a 4-minute mile. Like, those fucking days are behind me. So I'm not bothering doing shit like that. So I won't, that doesn't even touch the sides for me. It's irrelevant. I'd have to be out running fucking 5 days a week and doing a 15 miler on a Saturday morning. Like, fuck that. So yeah, that's it for me, guys. I just wanted to say my piece. Be positive, take control, take responsibility, take ownership, go with your gut.